Hello friends, continuing from yesterday's lectures on Ghanshiram Kotwal, today we will have a look at the themes and the other key elements of this drama. This drama, as we see in the background to this text, the author or the playwright Vijay Tendulkar has mentioned that it is not a historical drama as such. Although it takes references from the history, it is not actually a historical drama, but it is a political satire. It is a criticism of the political situations wherein people use each other and then uh, backstab them when their use is over. So, the major themes in this drama, Ghanshiram Kotwal, is politics and hunger for power, sexuality, hypocrisy, and religiosity. Now, we have to be very clear here that religiosity is taken in context of the Brahmins of Pune during the Peshwai times, and this is like a mask they were wearing to hide their hypocrisies, and this has been highlighted throughout the drama. In fact, this is the reason why he was criticized, why this drama was a controversial drama. In fact, this is the reason. So, coming to the theme of power politics, or rather politics, actually the word politics means policy making for the benefit of the state or for the welfare of the state. But looking at the current situations in the political field, and also not just the current political situations, but also throughout the historical times, politics has been just used as a manipulative force, as a dictatorial force. So the word politics has got a negative shade in the contemporary context. Therefore, even in this play, politics has been highlighted in bad light. How people in power start misusing their powers for their own selfish motives, and how they make others victim of the political system. So it's a play which satirizes political strategies. Both the characters, Nana Fadnavis and Ghanshiram Kotwal, become two prominent centers of power, fighting against each other, trying to take revenge against each other, trying to gain more control over each other, and they use different methods to gain this powerful position. Already Nana Fadnavis is there in the powerful position. He is already a prime minister of the Peshwas. But Ghanshiram Kotwal rises to power using certain tactics which are extremely cruel. So this shows that people can go to any extent to gain power, to gain control. By bartering his own daughter, Ghanshiram wants to gain control over the city of Pune. He has seen the taste of power, because when he was a newcomer, when he was a new member to the society of Pune, when he came from Aurangabad as a Kanauji Brahmin, he had the fear of an outsider. So, this power, if he gains that power, he can overcome the fear of being an outsider. That is why he has this taste for power. He wanted to raise to some position wherein he can take control of the society around him. So, in case of Ghanshiram Kotwal, Ghanshiram Savaldas, we can say that his hunger for power is motivated because of the fears. As an outsider, he was humiliated, He was put up in jail without any reason, and at that time, he had seen the weakness of the people of Pune, that these people are hypocrites and these people are completely degraded in their morals, and once he raises to the powerful position, he can bend them in any way he likes. That's how understanding the weaknesses of the people around him becomes a key factor in him raising to the powerful position. In fact, he knows very well about Nana Fadnavis's character. And that is the reason why he is ready to barter his own daughter to gain the position of Kotwali. He knows the weakness of the enemy, and this is a political strategy which which Vijay Tendulkar has shown in the drama. On the other side, there is another power center in the form of Nana Fadnavis. He is not afraid of losing his position because if Gashiram is made the Kotwal, it is not going to harm his position. But in fact, he takes this opportunity to make a downfall of the character Gashiram by getting favors done from him, and he knows the situation of Pune very well. He knows that Gashiram will not be respected much later because he is an outsider. So, being an insider of Pune society, he knows the weaknesses of the people around him. So, both of them are equally power hungry, and both of them are equally corrupt. They know different methods to gain powerful position, to gain control over each other. In fact, this is a play which shows the dirty, ugly face of politics. How people are victimized, how others suffer because of the struggle of power between two people. Like, for example, in this play, it is the struggle between Nana Fadnavis and Gashiram Kotwal, two power centers. But who are the sufferers here? It is Lalita Gauri who suffers. It is the people of Pune who suffer because of Gashiram's ruthless administration as a police officer. But the administrators, both Gashiram Kotwal and Nana Fadnavis, are not bothered about the pains of the people. So, this is what is politics all about. We can see the current situation in this light as well. So, Gashiram Kotwal meant to say that it is not just a historical play related to the lives of only Nana Fadnavis and Gashiram Kotwal, but it can be applied to the contemporary times as well. There are different political parties who try to gain power in the center, and then once they get the center, they forget everything about the public, the promises they had done, they had given to the public. And it is quite a human nature. The power in control corrupts the person who is in power most of the times. That is why Gashiram Kotwal has become a very famous drama because of this contemporaneity. So, that is one major theme in this play. Then the other famous theme in this play is the mask of religiosity. For example, the human wall, which consists of the 9 Brahmins, shows that they are all very religious people. They are all, one of them is expert in the Vedas, one of them is expert in the Jyotisha Shastras, one of them is a priest. So, this shows religiosity was very important to the people of Pune. But at the same time, it was used as a mask, or it was used as a protective layer. That was the powerful position of the Brahmins in Pune society during the times of Peshwas. Nobody questioned them, and nobody could question them. This is the reason why they became so corrupt and hypocritical. Outwardly they showed that they are Vedic Brahmins, they know the Vedas, they know the Shastras, they are pious people, but inwardly they were all corrupt. They were going to the prostitutes colonies, they were going to the entertainment houses, which was not, this face was not shown to the public of Pune, who believed that these Peshwa Brahmins were really good people or worthy people. In some situations, in some scenes, we can even see some of the Brahmins of Pune getting indulged in extramarital affairs and so on. In fact, they are punished by Ghanshiram Kotwal on different accounts. But outwardly, they show that they are extremely religious. The way they worship God, the way they gather in the temple for puja, path, pravachan, and the kirtans, all these kind of activities show that they are pious people, they are religious people. But from within, they are cruel, they are hypocrites, they are cunning, and all these characteristics are shown to be epitomized in the character of Nana Fadnavis as well. Nana Fadnavis, for example, there is a scene, I told you yesterday, there is a scene wherein he goes to the temple. It is just an excuse of kirtan or bhajan, but he in fact goes there to stare Lalita Gauri, and it is his own lusty intentions which bring him to the temple, not to worship God, but to look at the girls. And in the last scene of the drama, wherein lots of people, lots of Telanga Brahmins have gathered near the house of Nana Fadnavis and asking for Gashiram's death warrant, he is shown to be busy in worship. What is the use of worship? What is the use of bhajans or kirtans when inwardly they are cunning or bad in their hearts? So, this is hypocrisy which is shown by Vijay Tendulkar. And in fact, this was the situation of the Peshwa Brahmins who had raised to a powerful position in those days. So, in the last scene, when people are gathering near Nana's house to get death sentence for Ghanshiram Kotwal, he is shown to worship the god as it is his daily routine, but he is disturbed by the people outside and he asks what is to be done. Then the assistant asks him that the Brahmins want Ghanshiram to have death warrant or death sentence. Immediately breaking the worship, discontinuing the worship, Nana Fadnavis goes out and writes a death warrant for Ghanshiram Kotwal. So this shows to what extent is he really religious? Is he really a pious man? He could have asked the other people to wait for some time. He could have finished his worship and then taken some judgment or decision about Ghanshiram Kotwal. But this shows the hurry in which he took the decision to kill Ghanshiram Kotwal, to humiliate him. This shows that inwardly also he was thinking of these things. He was a cruel man. He thought of killing Ghanshiram Kotwal even when he was doing the worship. So this shows how in that society, in Peshwa society of of Pune, how the Brahmins showed something else to the society but were something else from within. So there were two faces. One is the public face and one is the private face, which was very ugly. Either it may be Nana Fadnavis or the other Brahmins of Pune during the times of Peshwa. This is how religiosity has been used to cover the corrupt, hypocritical face of the Brahmins in those times. This is how the theme of religiosity and hypocrisy are shown in the drama. Then the next theme is misuse of power. Now, this is very evident throughout the drama. Ghanshiram misuses his own daughter to gain power. Later, he misuses his power to punish people unnecessarily without they having done any crime, and ultimately he has to face the consequences. On the other side, Nana Fadnavis is also he is rather misusing his powers. He is not satisfied with one wife. He marries seventh time in the drama. It is shown that it is his seventh marriage. So this shows how the people get corrupt when they get more and more power, and how they misuse their given powers. Authority is being misused. This is another important theme in the play. Then another important theme is sexuality. Covered sexuality rather, because it has been covered by the mask of religiosity or piousness, but it reflects a major fault in the personality of Nana Fadnavis. Nana Fadnavis, known to be a very lusty man, he has set his eyes on the daughter of Ghanshiram Kotwal, and he doesn't think about age difference. He doesn't care about what the woman feels for him, whether she really likes him or not, but he just wants women to enjoy his own pleasures in life. So, this over sexuality is another theme which is shown through the character of Nana Fadnavis. And not just that, even the other Brahmins in act number 2, when when Ghanshiram is punishing the people, there are also people who have committed adultery. So, this is another theme of the play. One more prominent theme in this play is victimization of women, especially the character of Lalita Gauri. She is made victim unnecessarily in the fight between two people. She is used as the instrument of deal. She is used as some kind of a trophy for gaining a powerful position. And what happens to her later? She dies and nobody cares for her. It is in fact Nana Fadnavis in fact gave the power of Kotwali to Ghanshiram because Ghanshiram gave him his daughter, and later he did not care about the daughter. This and the pains of women, pains of the wives of Nana, pains of Lalita Gauri remain unheard throughout the play. Their voices remain unheard, their pains, their cries remain unheard, and this is how they are victimized by men. This can also be looked upon as a contemporary reality of society in which Vijay Tendulkar was also living. I told about the background in which Vijay Tendulkar wrote these dramas. He did not go to look at the historical accounts, but he saw the society of the middle class families in Bombay, and he was witness to the harsh realities like domestic violence of women, victimization of women in families because of lots of problems like dowry and other things. So he was a witness to the male domination, male chauvinism upon women, and also their victimization. So the use of Lalita Gauri as a trophy or as a thing of deal or as an object of pleasure brings us into discussion of this drama through feministic perspective. So this is how even victimization of the female is an important theme in this drama. Then corruption. Corruption is, we can say, it is a central theme of the drama. Corruption not just of Nana Fadnavis, corruption of Gashiram Kotwal, corrupt minds of the Brahmins of Pune. All these people show the corrupt face of society in those times. Like they hide their activities from the public view. They go to the red light districts, they go to kirtans, bhajans, and get obsessed with girls. In moral corruptness, people like Gashiram Kotwal barter their own daughters to get powerful position. So corruption, moral degradation of a high class society is also shown in this drama very effectively. And this is how we have discussed the themes and key ideas in the drama Gashiram Kotwal. Here we come to the end of discussion on this particular drama, wonderful drama by Vijay Tendulkar. At the end, to conclude, I would like to tell you one thing. Do watch this drama on YouTube. It is available in Marathi version with subtitles in English, and you will enjoy the drama. You will understand the reality, political reality of the contemporary times, of the historical times, and it will also give you an insight into the psychology of people in the powerful positions. Thank you so much.